I'm Well+Good Senior Beauty Editor Zoe Weiner, and this is Zoe Tries It All. I'm gonna be sitting down with celebrity esthetician Shani Darden, who's one of the most in-demand skincare pros in Hollywood. She's gonna explain exactly what an esthetician does, why you might wanna see one, and then she's gonna share some tips and tricks of the trade that I'm gonna get to take home and integrate into my own routine, which, by the way, she's gonna help me put together. I'm here with Shani Darden. She is the woman behind some of the most gorgeous skin in Hollywood. She's an expert esthetician. She has her own namesake skincare line that's filled with amazingly potent actives. And we're gonna talk through what she does as an esthetician, and then we're gonna chat about what I need to do for my skin. What's the difference between an esthetician and a dermatologist, and when should somebody go to each professional?
So the difference between an esthetician and a dermatologist is a doctor, and so they can prescribe topicals and oral medication. So if you have a rash or you're breaking out, if you're breaking out a lot, you might want to see a derm, and then they can prescribe you whatever you need to help you get your skin on track. I treat kind of everything: anti-aging, pigmentation, acne, so it's kind of like a pretty big range. I kind of do it all.
And I know you work with lots of celebs. I've seen Jessica Alba, Shay Mitchell, all kinds of just beautiful skinned ladies coming out of your studio. Why do they want to see you? What is it about your practice that makes you so in demand?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I hope it's because I know what I'm doing, but I think they just really trust me. A lot of my celebrity clients I've been seeing for years and years. Most of my celebrity clients really know a lot about skincare, which is also really helpful. They listen, and they're all about making sure that their skin's on point.
I feel like your clients are the people that I follow on Instagram to get their skincare tips. So I see you and I see them on my Instagram feed, and I'm stacked. If someone wants to go to an esthetician and wants to make sure they're legit, or wants to make sure that they're really able to deal with whatever skin concerns this individual needs, how can they figure that out? What should they look for?
I think it's important when you're looking for an esthetician to ask questions, make sure they have knowledge in all different skin types and what you're looking for. It's really important that they have the experience, because I mean, a lot of people are just coming right out of school and haven't worked long enough to have known different skin conditions.
Okay, let's talk about my skin.
Okay, I'm ready.
So I am 30, so anti-aging is starting to become a bigger concern for me. I do Botox, but I'm still I'm getting more discoloration. I'm seeing kind of some lines around my mouth, around my eyes, on my forehead that I'm trying to learn how to deal with.
Right.
I have some discoloration. I have some old acne scarring and like a little bit of hyperpigmentation here that I don't love and haven't been able to get rid of. My skin is dry-ish, but this time of year, gets a little bit greasier because of the humidity, and hormonal / stress breakouts every once in a while. And like one really angry pimple will come up and ruin my week.
Got it.
I think that's everything.
Yeah, you look a little bit more oily T-zone. I can see where you're dry everywhere else. I'm very simple as far as routines, and I always say you can add other things in, but you want to use the most effective product. So what I would say for you is, in the morning, a really gentle cleanser. You have to use a vitamin C serum because that's going to help with the pigmentation, but it's also preventative. It's not going to completely get rid of pigmentation, but it will help, and it also goes hand in hand with your sunscreen. It's gonna help to protect your skin from environmental stressors like pollution. I have an amazing vitamin C serum that I love that you could use daily. And then to keep it simple, you could use a sunscreen that is a moisturizer and sunscreen in one, and then you're done. Then at night, I think it's really important that you use a retinol, because not only for anti-aging, but you're also worried about the pigmentation. You could cleanse, use my retinol reform, and then since you sometimes can go on the drier side, you could add in a hyaluronic acid serum, a great eye cream, and then a moisturizer. And the moisturizer just probably pretends on how your skin's feeling, whether or not you're gonna need something lighter or heavier. And your skin can tolerate heavier because you don't break out and you're not someone that really gets congested.
So it's pretty simple.
It's so simple.
It's like the big 5 or whatever ingredients that we always hear about. For the next 5 days and nights, I am going to take all of this information and integrate it into my routine and follow the Shani Darden way of life, and really use this esthetician approved skincare routine to see what kind of difference it makes in my complexion. gonna start by washing my face with Fresh Soy Cleanser. It's my absolute favorite gentle cleanser. I just got out of the shower. I've been trying to not wash my face in the shower because derms say that the water is too hot. So just rinse my face in the shower after my workout, and now I'm gonna wash my face in the sink using this gentle cleanser. You wanna pat, not rub, because you don't wanna pull on your skin because it's delicate. Be nice to your skin. I'm gonna leave it a little bit wet, and then I'm gonna go to my desk to do some of the rest of my routine. Now for the rest of my routine. First step, vitamin C, protective, antioxidant, fend off UV damage, pollution damage, all those kind of environmental stressors that I'm gonna deal with throughout the day. It's a nice liquidy texture. The thing about vitamin C is that it gives you immediate effects in that it protects, and then it also gives you long-term effects in that it helps with brightening and evening out your skin tone. And I have some discoloration, which is what Shani and I talked about. Next, because my skin is dry, but I don't want it to feel greasy, gonna go in with my hyaluronic acid. It's good to apply hyaluronic acid when your skin is still a little bit wet, so my skin still has that nice moistness from the vitamin C, and that helps the hyaluronic acid penetrate more deeply. So you wanna put on the hyaluronic acid, and then its job is to suck the moisturizer in underneath the surface of your skin, which sounds kind of weird, but like these molecules get way down deep and then they attract the water from your moisturizer that you put on top of it. So this is really great if you have dry skin, and it'll really just like up the hydration factor of whatever you're putting on afterwards to leave you moist, dewy, not like parched, flaky, chapped for the rest of the day. Last step, sunscreen moisturizer. This is a brand new product. I'm completely in love with it. I feel like sometimes with sunscreen moisturizers, it really feels sunscreeny more so than a moisturizer. And this one really is a great example of like a true 2-in-1. It's called One and Done because it's really meant to just be like your one and done moisturizing sunscreen step. It's by Relevant Beauty. It's just a nice, really lightweight texture, but still super hydrating. And it has physical SPF in it, which often will leave that like dreaded white cast. But if you can see, if you just rub it in, no white cast to speak of. Super dewy, feeling protected, feeling hydrated. I love this product. I'm really into this routine. I feel like I've got no makeup on, no filter, and I feel like my skin already looks really good. So I'm excited to see what happens in the coming days. First up, I like to start my nightly skincare routine with a first cleansing step. I use this fresh kombucha cleansing treatment and put it on a little cotton pad, and and this just helps to get off all that dirt and grime from the day. See, like I didn't even wear makeup today and there's still dirt on this cotton pad. So always good to do that first cleanse. Next, I'm gonna go in for another wash with this Elemis Gentle Foaming Cleanser. It's made with Cica, which is super calming. It's really hydrating. Usually they'll tell you not to use foaming cleansers on dry skin because they can be stripping, but this one is really gentle. What I love about the morning routine that Shani gave me is that it's very simple. I can be guilty of layering on product after product, thinking that it's gonna give me more protection, more moisture, all of the things that I feel like my skin needs. But as Shani taught me, you can really get all that with basically 2 products. So I wash my face with a gentle cleanser. I'm gonna put on this vitamin C serum from IS Clinical. And then this sunscreen moisturizer, One and Done 2-in-1 product from Relevant Beauty. Okay, so I just took off my makeup. I used micellar water and a gentle cleanser, and now it's time to go in with the night routine that Shani gave me. First up is this retinol reform, which I've never used before. We love retinol because it's the greatest of all time for anti-aging. Ooh, this one's kind of yellow. It's pretty. Just use a pea-sized amount, rub it into my skin, and then use any extra on your neck and chest, because those are the first 2 spots to show signs of aging. Little did you know. Next up, because I have dry skin and that retinol might make me irritated, I'm gonna use this hyaluronic acid serum. Super hydrating. Ooh, a nice watery texture. Oh, that's nice. And then we rub it in. Finally, this nice, thick moisturizer. It's got 3 different lipids in it, aka fats, which will help rebuild my skin barrier, keep me from drying out, and really help seal in all of the good stuff in the serum I just put on. So I got some of that. Ooh, you got some nice and thick. Oh yeah, we like that. Oh, it smells really good. Oh my gosh, I have such a nice, like, relaxing, sleepy time scent, like lavender maybe? I don't know. It smells really good, whatever's in it. And that's it. Easy, 3 steps, ready to go to bed. It is day 3. My skin looks really bright. I feel like definitely the combination of the vitamin C serum and the retinoid is really helping to like amp up some of the dullness that I've been feeling lately, probably because I've been spending more time in the sun than I should with sunscreen, but still. So I'm feeling like bright, pretty dewy and glowy. I just applied some of the weightless oil-free moisturizer that Shani gave me, and it's just making me really, I keep saying dewy and bright, but that's what it's doing. So again, haven't seen like any real changes in my discoloration quite yet, but my skin's feeling really healthy and hydrated, which is always my #1 most important priority. And then fixing any additional concerns is probably #2. So we've got the hydrated and healthy and bright thing down. And next I'm gonna keep watching how these products help with my discoloration. So after a couple of days of doing this routine, I have 2 favorite products that Shani introduced me to. First up, the vitamin C. Second up, the retinoid. I'm not super surprised that these are my 2 favorites because they're the most active formulas that I'm using in this routine. But I feel like they're the ones that are making the biggest difference in my skin. And also because these active serums that Shani gave me are so effective, I really don't need to use a whole lot of other steps in my routine. I feel like in the morning, the vitamin C is really the hero, and at night, the retinol is the hero, and anything else is kind of supplementary. So sometimes I'll use that hyaluronic acid serum, which is great if I need a little bit of extra hydration, but I love that this routine is so quick. In the morning, cleanse, vitamin C, moisturize, sunscreen, and at night, cleanse, retinoid, moisturize, and that's it. And I can kind of swap in moisturizers as I need them. I can, use a makeup remover or a double cleanse when I need that, but like the standard everyday kind of baseline for this routine, it really takes like less than 2 minutes and is still packing a serious punch, but not filling up my schedule with skincare time. As a beauty editor, I like to think I have a pretty good sense of how to put together my own skincare routine, but having the opportunity to work with not only a celebrity esthetician, but a celebrity esthetician like Shani, who is one of the best in the business, was amazing. I feel like I learned so much about my skin. She took one look at what my concerns were and gave me exactly the products I needed to help treat them. The stuff she gave me is definitely going to be my routine for a long time, especially the vitamin C and the retinol. I'm in love, and I feel like my skin is already on its way to being its best yet. If you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment in the section below about what you want to see me try next, and I will catch you next time.